the post of deputy speaker has been vacant since the 17th Lok Sabha, that is from 2019 to 2024, and in the presently ongoing 18th Lok Sabha session also, the post of deputy speaker has been vacant. And this is one of the most prominent things that has been raised by the opposition parties also, that the post of the deputy speaker must be filled. And now the problem or the question that arises is that filling of the deputy speaker post is not only the ceremonial thing, it is a constitutional imperative also, as the term deputy speaker has been mentioned in the constitution. Hello and welcome to the In News series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the issue of the post of deputy speaker not being filled. It means that the post of the deputy speaker in the Lok Sabha has been vacant since a long period of time. So this topic is important from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section, and what all we will be covering is about the deputy speaker, what are the constitutional provisions related to it, what is the procedure for resignation or removal, how the deputy speaker is chosen, what has been the historical background of it, and in the end a prelims MCQ. So first of all, let us look at the news. So this term deputy speaker has been in news, and it talks about still no deputy speaker. The post of deputy speaker is not symbolic or optional. It is a constitutional imperative, as the term deputy speaker is not supplementary to the term speaker. It has its own importance, and the Indian history tells it, because many a times the deputy speaker has performed the role of the speaker, and this tells us that how important the post of deputy speaker is, because it is something like that if the leader of the Lok Sabha, that is the speaker, is not in house, then the person who will be taking the duties of the speaker is the deputy speaker. As we move forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida, and the admissions are open for the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains. So the English medium batches are starting from 7th of May, while the Hindi medium batches have begun from 29th of April. In case of any query, give us a call at 87501 87501. So what is happening as of now is that the deputy speaker's office has remained vacant for the entire 17th Lok Sabha. Term period is from 2019 to 2024, and recently the 18th Lok Sabha is going on, and still the post of deputy speaker is vacant, and the 18th Lok Sabha has started from 2024, and this is one of the longest period that the deputy speaker post has fallen vacant. It is not that the deputy speaker post has always remained vacant. No, historically if we will see, then the speaker is there in the Lok Sabha, and then there is the deputy speaker in the Lok Sabha, and the position of the deputy speaker has been filled, has not remained vacant for a very long period of time. And if we talk about the opposition parties and the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, the opposition parties have also raised the point of the vacancy of the post of the deputy speaker. So it becomes important for us to understand that how important this position is. So this is not a procedural lapse, it is a constitutional anomaly, and constitutional anomaly with regard to, because the term deputy speaker and speaker, it has been given under the constitutional article. Now the point is that if it is a constitutional imperative, then why the lapse is happening in filling of the post of the deputy speaker? So it is putting a question on the aspect of the Indian democracy, that the democracy process is not followed, and the post of the deputy speaker is not given the respect, is not given the value that it must receive, because the vacancy of the post tells that the post does not have a proper procedure, or the post does not have a proper value related to it. Then despite its clear constitutional basis and historic continuity, never before in India's parliamentary history has the office remained vacant for such an extended period of time. So it is not that the deputy speaker always comes from the ruling party or the opposition party. Deputy speaker can come from any party. There is no convention related to it, or there is nothing has been particularly mentioned in the constitution also with regards to selection of the deputy speaker. But since the 17th Lok Sabha, the post has fallen vacant, and this has been one of the most extended period in Indian history since the time of India's independence, that is from the year 1947 till the year 2025, that for such an extended period of time, the post of Deputy Speaker has fallen vacant. Now let us understand about Deputy Speaker's role. So first of all, about the constitutional provisions, because this is the most important aspect, and this adds value that the constitutional imperative is there, the constitutional backing is there with regard to the post of the Deputy Speaker. Now the Article 95(1), it talks about that the Deputy Speaker performs the duties of the Speaker if the post is vacant. It means that if the post of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is vacant and no one is sitting on the post and the post is not occupied, then the person who will be performing the duties of the Speaker will be the Deputy Speaker, and will have the same power as the Speaker when presiding over the House. So when the Deputy Speaker is presiding over the House, that is the Lok Sabha, and is performing the duties of the Speaker, then the power of the Deputy Speaker will be same as the power of the Speaker, because at that particular and the temporary period, then Deputy Speaker will be regarded as the Speaker of the House. Then Article 93 of Indian Constitution talks about that it provides that Lok Sabha must, as soon as may be, choose 2 members of the House to be respectively Speaker and Deputy Speaker. Be very clear with regard to the terms. It is saying that it provides that Lok Sabha must, as soon as may be, select 2 members of the House to be respectively Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. So the constitutional article is saying that 2 people needs to be chosen from the House, that is, one is the Speaker, second is the Deputy Speaker, and you need to focus on the term that is as soon as may be. As soon as may be means that there is an urgency. You need to select 1 Speaker and 1 Deputy Speaker. It is not saying that the vacancy can go on. It is saying as soon as may be. So as soon as vacancy is there, then as soon as may be, whether it is the time period in which it is supposed to be filled, it needs to be done. So this term as soon as may be tells that the office of Speaker and the Deputy Speaker needs to be filled on priority basis. It cannot be left vacant for a very long period of time. If people are there to fill this position, then it needs to be done on priority basis. It needs to be done as soon as possible. Then the Article 178 of the Indian Constitution talks about, it contains the corresponding provision for the speakers and the deputy speakers in the state assemblies. So even in the state assemblies, deputy speaker's post is mentioned. So constitutional provisions are Article 95(1), Article 93 and Article 178. Now coming on to the next thing, and that is, now what is the problem with regard to the filling of the post of the deputy speaker? So that is, the constitution does not specify a time frame for choosing a deputy speaker, and because a particular time frame is not there and the term as soon as may be is mentioned. So because the particular time frame is not mentioned, like for example 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, so because that time frame is not mentioned particularly and specifically, so the vacancy goes on for a very long period of time. So it allows governments to delay or avoid its appointment, and as of now that is what is happening since the time period of 2019, and this is 2025. Then Article 93 and Article 178 use the words shall and as soon as may be, which indicates that not only is the election of the speaker and deputy speaker mandatory, it must be held at the earliest. So the problem is that a particular and a specific time frame is not mentioned, but the term shall and as soon as may be, it talks about that it is important, and as soon as possible the post must be filled. Now what are the rules for the election of the deputy speaker? So it says that the speaker or deputy speaker is elected from among the Lok Sabha members by a simple majority of members present and voting. Now from among the Lok Sabha members, it means that the people who are part of the Lok Sabha, the speaker and the deputy speaker will be selected among those people. Like for example, if there are 540 members in the Lok Sabha, then the speaker and the deputy speaker will be chosen from those members, and then it is done by a simple majority. Simple majority means that the people who are present and voting. It means that if the number of people who are present in the Lok Sabha is 500, then the 500 people will vote. So the people present and voting. So the 500 people will vote, and it needs to be seen that 50% of the votes needs to come in the favor. Then the election of a deputy speaker in Lok Sabha is governed by Rule 8 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha. So it is mentioned under the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha also, the election of the deputy speaker. Then the election of the deputy speaker usually takes in the second session, but it can occur in the first session of the new Lok Sabha or assembly also, because in the first session the speaker is chosen. So usually the deputy speaker is chosen in the second session, but it is not compulsorily and mandatory that the deputy speaker will be chosen only in the second session. It can also be done in the first session. Then the deputy speaker continues in office until the dissolution of the house. So till the house or till the Lok Sabha is not dissolved, the deputy speaker remains in the office. Now about the resignation and removal of the deputy speaker, it talks about that Article 94, and with regard to the state assemblies, it is Article 179. The speaker or deputy speaker will vacate office if they cease to be a member of the House of the People. It means that if the speaker and the deputy speaker is not a member of the Lok Sabha, then they will also be removed from the office. So till the time they have the membership of the house, they will remain in the office. They can also resign or be removed from office by a resolution of the House of the People passed by a majority of all the members, that is absolute majority. So the deputy speaker can be removed from the house or can be removed from the post through the absolute majority. Be very clear with regard to it, that the deputy speaker can be removed by which majority? So it is absolute majority, that is passed by majority of all the members of the house. Now deputy speaker as speaker. So when is the time when the deputy speaker can perform the duties of a speaker? So the first speaker of the Lok Sabha was G.V. Mavlankar. So the first speaker of the Lok Sabha, G.V. Mavlankar, died in 1956 without completing the full term. So if the speaker has died without completing the full term, now who will perform the duties of the speaker? So that is the deputy speaker. If deputy speaker is present in the house, then deputy speaker will perform the duties of the speaker for the remaining term of the Lok Sabha. So the deputy speaker M. Ananthasanam Iyengar filled in for the remaining tenure of the Lok Sabha and performed the duties of the speaker. Iyengar was later elected as speaker of the second Lok Sabha. So a similar case was observed after G.M.C. Balayogi passed away in the year 2002. Deputy speaker acted like speaker for 2 months until the new speaker was chosen. So this tells us that how important the post of deputy speaker is, because if the speaker in any case or under any circumstances is not able to perform the duties of the speaker, then the alternative is present at that point of time and the post can be filled in there and there only. Then coming on to the next aspect, and that is how the post of the deputy speaker evolved. So that is, the position of the deputy speaker originated in the Central Legislative Assembly, and this was during the colonial rule or the British rule, where it was known by the name of the deputy president. So during the British rule, it was known by the name of the deputy president. First to hold the office was Sachidanand Sinha in the year 1921. Then till 1947 or till India got its independence, the deputy speaker had already become an institutional position in the legislative governance. And post independence, that is after 1947, during the Constituent Assembly session, a deliberate discussion was made to maintain the role even before the constitution was fully adopted in the year 1950. It means that the post of deputy speaker during the British time, it was known by the name of deputy president, but it has been even before the constitution came to prominence in 1950, the role of the deputy speaker was made important. It was made important during the British time, after independence also. Now, what is the need of legislative reforms for the post or filling of the post of the deputy speaker? Now that the post of deputy speaker has a constitutional imperative, it becomes important to fill the post, because not filling up the post or keeping the post vacant raises a question with regard to the Indian democracy, and it not filling the post of the deputy speaker also gives an impression that the post of the deputy speaker is supplementary to the post of the speaker, or does not hold that value, or the post does not have much power, that the filling of the post is important, because the post has been lying vacant since the time of 2019. So what can be done, or what are the few of the points that has been come up, or you can say that these can be the way forward? That is, set a mandatory time frame for electing the deputy speaker. Like for example, a 6 month time period can be set up for the post of, for filling the post of the deputy speaker, or the 3 months time period can also be set up. Then a statutory mechanism could be introduced to allow the president to initiate the process for filling of the deputy speaker, because if the president will start the process, and if a recommendatory body will also be formed, then the filling of the post will be made mandatory in that regard. Offering the post to the opposition also, because during the time of 2009 to 2014 and many other times also in the Indian history, we have seen that the position of the deputy speaker has been taken by the opposition also, and this also talks about and will give a very good impression with regard to the federal nature of the Indian democracy also, and the aspect of Indian democracy will also shine, and the constitutional imperative will also shine, that the post of the deputy speaker is not vacant, is filled. And now in the end, a prelims practice question, and like always, you people need to tell me the answer in the comments below. So the question is, who decides the date of election for the deputy speaker of Lok Sabha? So it is President, Prime Minister, Speaker of Lok Sabha, or the Union Cabinet. So give me the answer in the comments below, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.